back with Bella. Getting into the winter here a little bit, as you can see. Cold temperatures. We've been really cold here for a couple weeks. Snow has come and gone a couple different times. Today, one of the things I'm going to do with her, and we haven't filmed super consistently. We talked about it an episode or two ago about how we're going to become more consistent. Once again, life seems to get in the way of that, but I've made a pretty conscious effort of working her on heel work even when Ben's not filming. As deer seasons start to close down, shed season's going to start. So we're going to introduce her to the shape of an antler today. She's 9 months old and it's the first time we're really doing this. But we're just going to make some simple retrieves with her. One of the things that we're going to do today is, instead of working on the driveway, we're going to work in the snow. I'm going to continue to work on getting her comfortable off lead. I can do it as I'm kind of setting this up even. The idea of we have gone, made some really nice steps as far as her. I've just put her on remote sits, done other stuff, and she's had to wait through it, avoid distractions. It's regular day, everyday stuff, and I'll just decide to put her on sit. And then go do stuff. Now I make sure to keep an eye on her because after so long she will start to forget that she's supposed to be there, and she'll just become distracted and decide she wants to move, and I got to be able to correct it instantly for her to learn from it. So although I do that in situations and scenarios that aren't necessarily training, I have to stay paying attention to it. So I have to understand, it is kind of training. So I gotta keep it in mind. Now it is really cold. You can see if you film her, after not very long, they do start to shiver out here. I mean, it's probably about 10 degrees right now, maybe 15. So it is cold. I'm going to heel her off. We're going to start out, and what I'm going to do is we're going to use the distractions of the birds. Since she ran into her little issue where she decided she would rather chase birds than listen to me when she's had opportunities. So we've worked with her on lead and in control around the little pheasant pen that we've got over there. Distractions here with the snow. So 3 times in a row she did it. I'm going to make sure that the next correction is strong enough that I get a change. We learned with her, and we talked about with her in the last couple episodes, how she's a dog that I don't need to ask, I need to tell. Some dogs we need to ask and encourage them to do the right thing. Some dogs we have to tell them what to do and they'll do it. She's that kind of dog. So, but we're going to start establishing just some a straight out and a straight back. It's really going to build us into a memory. We're going to do a memory with the training dummies. We're going to use the brown one against the snow for color purposes, that color contrast. It's easy for her to see. We're not trying to trick her into hunting for anything right now. We're just trying to have her pick up a new shape that she's not picked up before and retrieve it back to me the same as she does a dummy or a tennis ball. And we've seen in the past where when we do switch the object, she can get a little squirrely on me. So we're going to see how that goes. But we're going to establish this straight out and straight back. In the meantime, while we're doing it, in the middle of it, we're going to get some quality heel work in, or we're not going to take the next step. So we got to make sure that we get that. Sitting to the whistles coming along nicely. We'll probably build that in a little bit as well. So let's start out so we can get moving. Bella, heel. And I have noticed that, especially as I watch some of these older videos that I'm posting, when she was younger, she was a lot more relaxed on this heel work. You can see she's almost like a half-cocked gun. She's really struggles to go slow and be comfortable with it. It's awkward for her to go slow. She's really got a lot of energy. So we're going to make sure that we vary the pace. I might go fast and get her kind of to the point where she's almost dancing like this. Now that's a pretty firm correction to keep the nose up. So I might go fast where her legs go fast, and then I have to slow. And I don't mind her. She's got to be responsive to that slowing down, but I'd really like her to get to the point where her pace matches mine. So we might go slower, especially when we're around these pheasants. She's going to see these pheasants and she's going to realize, I better pay attention to Dad, not the birds. Good. So we get past them and we pick up our pace a little bit. Come on. Good. Nice sharp little correction there. Nice little turn on the lead. She's real sharp on the lead. And then I say that and she's caught kind of daydreaming there. You could see how she locked up and didn't respond. And she's kind of flailing around a little bit out of control. There. So I'm going to keep going until she starts to settle in and get under control. I want her turns to be precise and controlled, not flopping around like a fish out of water, like that. And that's just awkward, clumsy. That's precise. No wasted energy. There. It's all footwork. So it's a lot like if you're an athlete. I see kids playing basketball that are terribly uncoordinated. They flop around like a fish out of water. Then I see some that are real smooth and real efficient with their movement. They're a little more coordinated. They're a little more comfortable. They've done it more often, so it becomes comfortable to them. Whatever movements they're doing, they look smooth. She needs to become smooth. The only way to do that is doing it a lot. Practicing. Good. Heel. Mix it up once in a while and go the opposite. That turn is real easy for her. Real easy. This one's the one that's tough. Good. 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 I just unclipped it from her. Come on. Come on. Good. And right away, first time we're unhooked, she's out of position. So I'm going to use the lead and bump her. Good. Come on. It didn't steer her, it bumped her. Good. There's the nice little turn. Good. Slow down. Give her a chance to think. Very good. Come on. Good. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good. Good. Come on. Good dog. Good dog. Let her know that was pretty nice. Nice little warm up for her. Heel. Heel her back out. Under control again. We've got the lead now. We're going to set her up for this. She sits real nice. Good. Watch. 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 Sit. Watch. Heel. I want her to look at that antler and mark that before we move. Sit. Watch. Bella. Bella. Good girl. New object. Not good. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. New object. Never picked that up. Good girl. Here. See how you switch something up and she goes, that's not what I'm supposed to retrieve. So she's hunting for something else. So let's go help her. Here. 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 Now, 9 out of 10 dogs would just pick that up that I've had in my life. Come on. Here. 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 So let's take a step back to when she was a little puppy. Good girl. Here. Here. Hold. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Good. Come on. Throwing all steadiness out the window. Opposite of what I normally do. Good. Sit. 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 Bella. Good. Come on. Good. Hold. 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 Good. Good. Let her finish it the same way she does with the dummy. Give it back to her. Hold. Good. Good girl. Did. Good dog. Same thing. Watch. Heel. Take a couple steps back. Watch. Bella. Good girl. Good. Come on. Hold. Come on. Come on. Hold. 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 Good girl. Good girl. Good. Hold. Good. Encourage that. Good. Good girl. It's a little bit different for her. Good dog. Good. Good. Did. Very nice. That's a good girl. All I'm doing here is getting her to start to understand there's something else I'd like her to pick up. So she's done these drills enough with dummies and bumpers and tennis balls that when I sent her out for that antler the first time, she went, that's not it. I better start searching for whatever it is that he put out here. She just doesn't realize that's something I'm supposed to retrieve. So I'm glad she made that mistake. I call it a mistake, but I'm glad she did what she did, because that happens. It doesn't always happen. There's a lot of dogs that I actually expected with her, just because of her natural tendencies to retrieve, I expected her completely to run out, just pick it up and bring it back to me. And we'd be on to the next thing, extending it, making it longer, eventually going to the white one. But she decided she wasn't going to pick it up. She was going to look for whatever it was I needed. So in that situation, I got to go, well, what do? Go up and help her. And then take steps back to what we did when she was a puppy. When she first started retrieving, I didn't ask her to be steady. I didn't ask her to set up trailing memories. I didn't ask her to do any of that more formal retrieving stuff that we do now. We just took something, got her excited about it, pitched it out. She ran out, picked it up, and brought it back to me. It was just natural to her. Watch the videos early on when we made our first retrieves. That's what we did with this. We turned this into like a first retrieve, because really it was the first retrieve for something like this. So we're gonna take steps back when we need to in training. We're gonna then relatively quickly with her, after it clicks with her and she goes, oh, I'm supposed to pick that up, bring it back, then build it back into the same drill. Build it into the drill that I planned on from the start. Heel. And so that's what we did. Now, let's reverse that. Let's bring it over here. Part of the reason is because I'm gonna just flip-flop it. The other reason is she's been focused on those birds awful hard here the last couple minutes. So let's help her out and take the distraction away. Just reverse the drill. Watch. Heel. Now, same thing as last time. We've changed the location. I'm going to send her to a completely different spot. She picked that one up after I played a game with her of retrieve in that spot. So we went way back to the beginning, made a little game of retrieve, did it 3 or 4 times without being steady, and then I asked her to be steady, and then I built in distance. This is the first time picking it up right there. It changes everything. And so I'm going to try it with steadiness and a little bit of trailing memory. Turned around, heeled back, put some distance in it. If she blinks on it, doesn't pick it up, I'm going to go do the exact same thing. If she picks it up and brings it back to me, it shows me she's just connecting the dots of what we did there to do it over here. Watch. Bella. That's habit. No problem. Good girl. Good girl. Right here. Hold. Hold. Right here. Right here. Hold. Hold. Very nice. Very nice. Did. Good girl. And I'm going to treat it the exact same way I did that dummy when she was young. Good. Put it back in her mouth. Hold it. Hold. Good. Hold. Good girl. Nice little front delivery this time. Good. Here. Here. Good. So change the delivery once you got her back here in control to have her start getting used to bringing it to the front. Under control. Sitting down. Good. Sit. Good. So that one, she did what I expected her to do the first time. Run down, pick it up. But I had to connect, I had to link some things in between there, because the first time we did it, it didn't make sense to her. This one made sense to her because I helped her. I backed up. Bella, heel. Come on, come on. Heel, heel. Good, good. Try it with a white one. Good, good. Heel, heel. Added layers to this. Now we're off lead. Now we're white dummy. Good. Her little bit of off, I was just going to say, her little bit of off lead work is getting real nice. I'm getting a little bit more confidence in her with it. We went through a little stretch. We went through a little stretch there. I didn't like taking her off lead. She got squirrely on me. Very nice. We also weren't able to do it with the adjustable leader hanging down because she always wanted to pick up and play with it. So I was always having to tuck it in. We've started to get past that, where she's okay with that little tail hanging down and she's not so annoyed by it or bothered by it or tempted to pick it up and carry it around in her mouth. That's helped out quite a bit. That just took time. Watch. Bella, Bella. Good girl. New dummy. Good girl. Very nice. Here, here, here. Here. Hold. Good. Hold. We don't want to get her in the habit of tossing it around. Hold. Good. Good girl. Hold. Hold. Good girl. She likes to come to the side. She's comfortable and heel. I like her to the front. Hold. Good. So I take a step back. I get her to deliver. Did. Did. Very nice. Give it back to her. You can hold it. Good girl. Here. 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 Sit. Sit. Very nice. Very nice. Good girl. Good girl. Did. 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 Very nice. Nice, very nice little retrieve. Nice little bit of control. Let's end this with a little steadiness. Very good. Very good. Very good. Good dog. Good dog. Nice little bit of steadiness. We'll heel her off. Bella, heel. Heel. Come on. Heel. Come on. Good dog. And to finish the whole thing off here, I'm going to see if I've got some scent that wouldn't be frozen. This is the downside of this time of year when the scent's all frozen. So we do use our stick scent a lot this time of year. I don't have any in here. This is actually blood trail scent. It's a little bit thawed out. See it? You can see her nose gets going right away. It's a little bit thawed out. So I'm just going to take that, put that on that tennis ball. We're going to do a little bit of a nose drill here. And so you can see I pitch it into that cover, and it's in the snow. So I'm gonna, to start this, just to ensure some security here, we're gonna heel her around. Now the wind is blowing this way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down, and instead of having those circles of cover, that grass that we used to use, so I'm just gonna get downwind, and I'm gonna get her here, and I'm gonna put her into this cover and tell her to hunt. And give her a little bit of a hunt command. Lost, 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 and Bella. Lost, 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 lost. All nose, because she didn't see it go in there. Lost. Now she's downwind. She's gonna have to work back to it. She won't smell it when she's up past it. I can see it. She ran past it and bumped it with her foot. Lost. Lost. Good girl. Very nice. Good girl. Here. Hold. Very nice. And a real nice little delivery. So you can see that's getting better. Good. There was a time when this tennis ball really set her off and she wanted to really run. Now, it's just her growing up. She's getting a little bit, she's come around here in the last couple of weeks to maybe even less than that, last week or two, where she's just slowed her pace down a little bit when we're working, which is good. She's thinking a little bit more, and she's making good decisions. And so that's a real positive thing. When she was making kind of boneheaded mistakes and moving too fast and outworking her nose and getting so excited, she just kind of lost the focus and control that we want out of her. A lot of that was it was just being a puppy. So I'm okay with them being a puppy, but I'm not okay with that puppy part becoming distracting and habit forming in the long run. So we slip a lead on when that happens. We take some of that freedom away. We until they can work through it. And so part of it is her maturing. The other part of it is us forcing her to work through those distracting moments and times. And so she's doing that. And now we're starting to see some of the results of it, which now allows me a lot more confidence in stacking things onto her training, because I go, she can handle it. A lot of us get momentum and things go good, and then we want to push through, and the dog is telling us, giving us signs of, slow down. I can't keep up. But we think they're wonder dogs and they can do anything we want them to do, and they will eventually, but it just takes time sometimes. I will say that she was accelerated early with her training and blew me away with that. But I also know she's a dog just like every other dog. She's got little chinks in her armor too. And part of it was, hey. Part of it was my shortfalls. A lot of it was my shortfalls. My amount of time committed consistently with her was less. And we saw, it was all at the same time. So the timing of me slowing down with my consistency in training was coupled with her immaturity, her level of lack of focus. So you combine those two together and they're gonna really add up quick. Now we're coming out of hunting season, out of deer season, out of bird season for the most part, and we'll be able to kind of re-engage. And she's hitting a nice little maturity spot too. So this 9, 10, 11, 12 months, I expect us to get a whole lot done. So it's exciting for me, and it's going to be real positive for her, I think. So that's a good session. We're going to be done with that. That's plenty for right now. It's cold as hell out right now, so we're going to go back in and warm up. Good girl. Good girl.
If I do and I'm damned if you don't.